Right now, I want to sing that song. Let's go out to the lobby, except that if you want to go get anything out in the lobby when you go to a movie theater, well, you darn near have to take out a loan. So one guy is taking things into his own hands. He is suing the AMC theater chain, specifically the theater in Livonia, Michigan. And he wants to sue over the cost of snacks. Joining us right now is Marc Fernich, criminal and civil litigator based in Manhattan here in New York City. Is this guy just stepping over the line, Mark? I mean, if you don't like the price of popcorn, don't buy it.
Well, here's the thing. In Livonia, probably the buttered popcorn constitutes haute cuisine. So the price is eminently reasonable.
Come on, be
eminently
nice.
Reasonable. Come on, so that there's no such thing as overcharging for popcorn in Livonia.
Well,
no, but I mean, come on, don't eat it. Who's holding a gun to your head?
See, that's
Stop eating the popcorn. And the high prices is probably a great deterrent.
You sound, as an attorney, that you get ticked off when somebody files a lawsuit like this, because do you think it's nonsensical?
It's harassing and frivolous, and I can't imagine that there would be a viable cause of action for it, and I can't fathom what the damages would be unless he. He's not even complaining about the nutritional content or lack thereof. He's complaining about the prices, and if you don't like the prices, don't eat at the table.
Is there any basically established precedent for this? Because I'm sitting here thinking, all right, here's the deal. Let's say that this is some sort of an eating establishment, okay? They play movies, but they're serving you food. And they have rules banning you from, as most theaters do, from bringing your own food in. Well, it kind of sounds like a restaurant. You can't bring outside food into a restaurant, and if you don't like the price...
Wink, nod. I mean, it wasn't snuck in a Subway sandwich to him.
Then why would you go to the restaurant? My point being is, like, you don't bring in food from another restaurant in a restaurant. And if you don't like the price of the food at a restaurant, then you go to another restaurant.
Yeah, leave. Go to another theater.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, if you don't, I mean, isn't that an option?
Maybe there's, maybe there aren't enough theaters in Livonia, and it's all owned by the AMC chain, and it's de facto monopoly. So he can't get his popcorn any cheaper elsewhere and have the pleasure of watching Hugo at the same time.
We're talking with Marc Fernich. He's criminal and civil litigator based in Manhattan about a lawsuit. A filmgoer is taking a stand, putting his foot down about costly snacks, and he is suing the AMC Theater in Livonia, Michigan. Mark, what do you think Judge Kathleen McDonald is going to do when she sees this, assuming that she is in her right mind and clear-headed, and even though she might herself be ticked off at high prices at theaters for snacks? What do you think a good judge would do here?
Well, I don't know what the legal theory underlying the claims is and whether it's viable or not. But, courts have mechanisms in place to impose sanctions for frivolous filings. And on its face, this sounds frivolous. Not having read the complaint, I can't say if it's pleaded in good faith or if it's just malicious and harassing. But, in the United States, our favorite pastime is litigation, I guess, and maybe there are more frivolous things that cross courts dockets every day, but it's hard to imagine one that's more fanciful than this one. So potentially it's sanctionable.
And Mark, one final question, and I don't want to put you on the line. Maybe there's some legal sanctions that can come down on you, but have you ever sneaked in any snack foods into a theater that you'll admit to?
Listen, when I was young, I was sneaking in things that are a lot worse than snacks. So I'll admit to that.
Marc Fernich, criminal and civil litigator based in Manhattan. If you want to sue somebody over snack foods, do not call Mark. He's not taking your case. Me. All right, man.
I might defend the
theater,
the malice factor. Yeah.
All right, Mark. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.